The, we all know Mr. Bangar Reddy here is running for elections for the Texas 22nd district for the Congress, and we are assembled here as specifically as Hindu Congress of America, and to see how our agenda, which by and large is the preservation of Hindu values in America, which is really a boiling pot. America is a boiling pot. We come here. Sometimes we gain good values, sometimes we gain bad, sometimes we lose our good values. Our goal here is to try and preserve our values, definitely the good ones. Let's get rid of the procrastination one, which we are all very good at. But definitely we want to preserve our good values, and that is going to be done in a political way. There isn't a way of just practicing your values and not having any political representation for those values. To this end, we would like to understand the Hindu principles and ideologies that Bangar Reddy subscribes to, and also his global perspective on Hinduism, and the geopolitical forces which seem to be aligning in one way, perhaps to the detriment of our values globally. So we really are trying to understand how this will impact this new alignment that seems to be taking place. How is it going to impact this civilization we've had, continuous civilization for the last 10,000 years? How are these new political forces going to impact us? We would like Mr. Bangar Reddy's ideas on that, and we are hoping at the outset that Bangar Reddy will come out in a very rational and circumspect way about this whole process, because all we are asking as Hindus is fairness and honesty and rationale in our approach to any culture, civilization, especially in a boiling pot like America. And with that, I will try and introduce Mr. Bangar Reddy. Give me a minute, I had it right open here. So Mr. Bangar Reddy is a resident of Fort Bend County for the past 22 happy years. He's a conservative Republican running for United States Texas Congressional Districts Texas 22. In his own words, "I'm not a career politician. I love serving America," says Mr. Reddy, who has served on boards of several non-profit organizations over the last 20 years and is well among the community's most involved citizens. He served as a team leader at Ground Zero during natural disasters, including the Hurricane Ike and the Hurricane Harvey, and continues to be involved in various community service initiatives on education, health, entrepreneurship, events showcasing cultural diversity, immigration, women's empowerment, to name a few. Mr. Reddy grew up in India in a working-class agricultural family. "I know what it's like to be poor, dirt poor, and I know what it's not to have access to medical care," he says. Among his top reasons for running for Congress are emphasizing strong family values, keeping our borders safe and secure, maintaining drug-free neighborhoods, curbing illegal immigration, instituting fair and expedited legal immigration, and providing quality education for all. Mr. Reddy believes in dignity of life for all Americans, for the unborn child to the eldest of our senior citizens. Mr. Reddy is a staunch conservative and strongly rejects socialist ideologies, which he believes is pervading Texas. He believes that the socialist ideology and the socialist programs are trying to invade Texas by promoting big government and wasteful spending. His conservative agenda, a strong future generation which holds core Texan values, honest compassion, freedom, and opportunity for all, supporting families and the working class with low taxes, less spending, limited government, quality education in public schools, AHCA infrastructure building, pro-freedom America, safe borders, healthy neighborhoods, encouraging small businesses, streamlining and expediting immigration initiatives, job opportunities for all, and keeping the economy going strong. Mr. Bangar Reddy was gifted and a talented child. He was dear to his teachers and school staff. He excelled in studies and hard work. Gurudeva Baba, there you go. He tutored less fortunate and underperforming children during his college days at Stanford University. So he comes with a pedigree, Stanford. Bangar Reddy is a highly respected leader in the community. He led relief efforts during Hurricane Harvey and Hurricane Ike by working with various teams. Mr. Reddy's leadership abilities, his outstanding professional qualification, and his non-stop community service for the last 22 years earned him to be the most qualified Republican candidate to run for U.S. Congress Texas District 22. In Mr. Reddy's own words, America has been great to me. My wife and I are proud to be able to raise our two daughters in Fort Bend County, Texas. Now it's my duty to give back to the country that made my dreams become reality. I want our children to have a good future, access to greater opportunities in life. We don't want to build second-class America with socialist programs that divide the country into haves and have-nots. We are one America, he says. In order to run the race, he has given up his highly paid professional job and also his family time for public service. And with that, I'll hand it over to Mr. Reddy.
It means a lot that you are here, and I am running for Congress for District 22, and there are several reasons that we are going to go through, but you have read many things that we are trying to accomplish as a whole, but at the same time we have to start at one point so that we can move forward. This is the agenda I believe that every American wants, and this is the agenda that brings everybody together as a citizen, and this is the agenda is very good for Texas because Texas believes in values, and our Texas conservatism very much aligns with our conservative values that we brought up when we were in India. You know, we are a hard-working agricultural family. I was born to, my parents were doing farming, and that time we didn't have access to, as you said, health care, or, it was difficult for us to live through the difficult times, but our values were so high. We never give up. We don't want to be get to be attracted with those easy goodies, and at the same time you know that those will not come to you. Though you expect them, they won't come, and they make you kind of addicted to such things. But we believed in hard work, we believed in education, we believed in our values that we brought up as Hindu, and that helped coming to United States with a dream to be successful. So my mother country, Bharat, has given me the opportunity to come to United States, and United States has graciously accepted me as a legal immigrant because they saw that we are a very valuable, very energetic and highly professional person that can be an asset to United States. And since I came to United States in 1991 August, I was never be a liability to the country. In fact, I helped in every way possible to make this America great. And in every aspect, we are law-abiding citizens, and we always lived without living anything. Our values and our Hindu principles, we never given up. In fact, we try to keep those, and because those are the values helped us, be successful here. After moving to the United States, basically we have to go through difficult times as usual, because at that time it was very difficult to, one side you have to go through the education, and other side you have to come up with financial support. So it was very difficult to balance the both, but we graduated in 1992. You have to correct it, it's test, I don't know how to correct, it's Lamar University, not the Stanford. It's about 100 miles east of Houston. And we graduated with 4.0 GPA, and then at that time it was very difficult to get jobs, because it's very difficult to recognize that we are the very valuable people. Though we came here as a student, it takes a lot to really tell about ourselves. When you go to a Chevron or when you go to an exam, so much we have to explain who we are because of the cultural differences. But afterwards we are able to always remember, when it is so hard to get something, you will excel in that area. So at that time it was difficult to get a job, but that helped us. Once you get a job, you can prove yourself to your manager, your boss, that you are one of the best kind. So that helped, and I think our journey started. So as many other immigrants in large numbers came to United States, and they're all successful, and the United States started recognizing our values, our hard work, and say that Indians are great, and they will be part of this melting pot, and India can contribute a lot. And that's how I think we all are here as most of them, I think 99.99% of Indians are legally enter into the United States, and they're very hardworking, very God-loving people, and we all work in align with the principles that we have here, and that helped me be the successful person. And I have a very diversified background as an IT professional. I worked with oil and gas companies, worked with investment companies, worked with logistics company in different capacities. So that helped me that who we are. A first generation immigrant which has tremendous knowledge that we can contribute to the American economy. On the other side, being a person that came from a very middle class agricultural family, I think, and being a Hindu, we are able to bring a lot of good values to the society. And we have a lot of compassion. As you look at any Indian, in general, they're very compassionate people. So when they come there, so we always try to see what we can help in the community. So what I started was everywhere, I was trying to see wherever there is an opportunity, and with the given time we have, because one time we have to manage our family, and we also have to take care of our profession, and also we have to take care of the general society. But we never given up. We always given our time to this society, especially in Houston, greater Houston area. And I started my journey into a cultural events, and then helped with inculcating Hinduism values to the community here, was part of many temples here, and always we did some great things to the society. It's not just talking about it, we are part of the many spiritual activities that we built here, and we also part of many service activities that we did here. And there is a 20 years of profile that you can go through that, but I don't want to go through each and everything. But most recently I've seen my work in Harvey, and we worked very well by coordinating with many people, and we thought this is time to give back to the society, give back to America. And we are successful immigrant. I think every immigrant is the time to participate in this political process and get into giving back to the United States. Always say that our mother country, India, Bharat, has given me the opportunity to learn and be a valuable person, whereas America has given me the respect and wisdom to build myself to be very successful, so that I can give back to both India and United States. So with this, I think without taking too much time, we can go over each topic later on. What I am trying to do already you have expressed, but talking about Hinduism is a very, very peaceful values, and I stand by that. I'll very proudly say that I'm a Hindu, and it will not shatter me to say anywhere. I have been saying whether I am here or yesterday when Republican Party asked me about it, yes, we are Hindu, and we always say that we defend the Constitution. Constitution has given the freedom of religion, and that's the only way we can bring all Americans together. And I totally reject anybody trying to bring religion and divide the country. Religion is your identity. You can live with those principles. But again, you have to abide by the Constitution, that the country that you are living. So I strongly defend Constitution, but at the same time I live by my values as a Hindu. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Reddy. That was a very nice introduction of yourself and what you believe and think about Hinduism. I particularly liked your concept of bringing in, as a Hindu, you're responsible for your Karma Bhumi and Janma Bhumi.
Yes, that's right.
You're not just alone responsible for your Janma Bhumi, you're also responsible for Karma Bhumi.
That is correct.
So America is your Karma Bhumi, India is your Janma Bhumi. You're supporting both of that. I appreciate that.
Yes, my mother has sent me here, so I have to do the things that I have.
Absolutely.
So it's my mother country, so always I'm thankful to my mother.
Very nice.
Yes.
Very nice. So with that, we're going to try and open up the floor for questions. We have quite a bit of time. We're at 3:30, and we'll at least have a half an hour more. So we'll probably try and get some off-the-cuff questions from the audience as well. But meanwhile, we have some specific questions that we want definitely answered. Mr. Bangar Reddy's views on that. So, Dr. Kaul, would you like to come up over here so everybody can see you and